Exercise number 5. So the sensation this time, shaking, tension, tightness, very often happens when you have panic. You can have shaking, you can feel very tense, a lot of tightness in your body and your limbs, your muscles. And the anxious thoughts here, misinterpretation, catastrophization. I can't move. I'm rooted to the spot. I can't move another inch. If you're out walking, I might fall over. I'll collapse. I have to sit down. I'm going to have to lie down. Something seriously wrong with me, and so on. So alternative perspective. Shaking, tension, tightness, they're very common symptoms of anxiety. And they're caused by the fight or flight response. And they get made worse with the cycle of fear and so on. So the practice, simple. Just you're going to tense every muscle in your body for 1 minute to mimic these sensations. Remember, you're not trying to bring on a panic attack. You're simply just mimicking these specific sensations so that you can get used to them, desensitize to them, practice with them. Okay, so you're going to tense every muscle in your body for 1 minute. So you literally just clench your fists, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head, everything. Your legs, your feet. It's just as tight as you can make it. Clench your jaw, everything for 1 minute. A minute's longer than you think, so use a clock. Alright? Just go so far until you feel that there's going to be some sort of reaction that will mimic the sensation that you don't like, so that you can experience it and practice with it. And again, remember, try not to use any safety behaviors. What's the point of doing the exercise if you're going to use a safety behavior to avoid experiencing it? Doesn't make sense. So don't sit or lie down. Don't try to relax out of it, right? When you use your skills with this, you're not trying to relax it away. You're just using your skills to allow you to experience it to a certain level, okay? Then you can observe again anticipatory anxiety, misinterpretation, catastrophization, and how applying your new understanding, restructuring your thoughts, your alternative perspective, how that changes your attitude towards these sensations. And afterwards again reflect in the worksheet. I was still able to move, and tension just can't really immobilize anyone. It's in my head. I think it's going to happen because I'm building more and more tension usually to the point where I feel overwhelmed. Okay. Exercise 6. So another unpleasant symptom comes with panic disorder is shortness of breath, and just a feeling that you can't breathe. And anxious thoughts clearly will be, I'm going to stop breathing. I'm going to suffocate. Okay, I can't get enough air. I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to choke to death. Right? Alternative perspective based on your new understanding. This again is another common symptom of anxiety. Fight or flight response causes tension in the neck and throat. All right, the evolutionary response is causing this to happen. All our muscles are tensing up to prepare us for action. And this gives a feeling of not being able to breathe. If we were in a dangerous situation, we wouldn't worry about this. We would just see it as part of the response. It's actually impossible to stop breathing because of a panic attack, okay? Keep that in mind. So the practice this time, how you're going to mimic this feeling so that you can practice with it. Again, not asking you to bring on a panic attack, just asking you to mimic this sensation, that's all. So the best way to do it is to breathe through a straw for 1 minute, right? And what that does is it just keeps the breath very, very shallow. Okay, now I haven't got a straw, but you can actually see that if I just mimic that even. Right, and you can hold your nose. Alright, if you do that for 1 minute, you will get that feeling that you're not getting enough breath. Alright, because when you feel you're getting enough breath, you're generally going Alright, so when you constrict that, hold your nose, you're only breathing through a small opening, you will start to feel, I'm not getting enough breath. Alright, now this is a brilliant exercise because it will prove to you that even through a straw with your nose held closed, you still get enough breath. Alright, this is absolute proof, the evidence that you need in your mind. Again, drop safety behaviors. Don't try to take deep breaths. Alright, that's your general safety behavior when you feel you're not getting enough breath, is to do that. Right? Try not to do that. What's the point of doing the exercise? You're trying to mimic the sensation so that you experience it for a while until you experience it for a certain amount of time and wait until the anxiety passes. All right. Even an additional experiment is hold your breath for as long as you can. So just and do that for as long as you can, and you'll see eventually you will have to start breathing. You just cannot stop breathing. It's impossible. Observe effects again of any anticipatory anxiety about this exercise. So the more times you see, have I got anticipatory anxiety about this? Yes, I can see that. Okay, well then that's sending fear signals through the body. That might lead back to fight or flight response and the cycle of fear. It's very useful to observe that and observe what happens when you apply your new understanding and skills. Okay, so new understanding is your alternative perspective. This is just fight or flight. It's actually impossible to stop breathing. So you're applying that when you're feeling anxious about the sensations. You're changing your attitude, you're changing your behavior towards it, you're allowing it to happen, you're accepting it, you're letting it, you're waiting. So see what happens when you do that, as opposed to what you usually do. Again, reflect afterwards in your worksheet. I didn't stop breathing. Even when I tried to stop breathing, my body forced me to breathe eventually. All very useful. And if you do this regularly every day, you get more and more used to it, and this sensation just doesn't hold the same fear for you.